Let's talk about the high body count woman. A stereotype, if you want. A woman that claims that her sexual past does not matter, and that demands that her value is not at all affected by all the men that she slept with. In other words, if she's been with 0, 1, 10, or 100 men, it doesn't matter, she's still the same. If a man dares to judge her because of her promiscuous sexual history, it means that he's a weak man, it means that he cannot handle the full force of a free, strong, and independent woman. Let me tell you, this might surprise you, but I think all this is total BS. As a man, you have all the rights to set standard for yourself and to set standard for your partner. If you don't want a partner with a promiscuous, heavy, and extensive sexual history, there's nothing wrong with you. If anything, it means that you have some sense in yourself. Now you might tell me that I'm a bigot, that I enforce the value of the patriarchy, and first of all, I don't give a shit about what you think, and I'm not a bigot. You can go and sleep around as much as you want. Go out and help yourself. It doesn't touch me, but you cannot demand that that does not touch you. You are not shielded from your actions, you are not shielded from your past. And keep this in mind, life can be very merciful and give you plenty of second chances. But life can be also merciless, and once you've done something, there's no going back. There's no going back to your previous life, there's no going back to your previous self. So if there is a tradition and a religion that enforces monogamy, there is a reason for that. And the reason is that, ultimately, that's something good for you. Now you can claim that this is oppressive, that this is the patriarchy, that you have to go through your whole phase because otherwise you are missing out and you have to experiment for your body just to figure out what you want in life, and that somehow you are missing out if you don't go and do all this. Yeah, maybe, but I'll tell you something. Here is what you are missing out if you go and sleep around and sleep around and sleep around. You are missing out on a long-term monogamous relationship. You are missing out on a lifelong partner, and you are missing out on the possibility that that one man is going to be your whole male universe. And you probably know that middle-aged couple, they've been together since like forever, they all dance, they look at each other like teenager. They are in love, is as clear as day. That, my friend, is what you are missing out while you go and throw yourself away in somebody's room. So you want to keep that in mind. What's the ideal body count according to you? Because I have a pretty strong opinion about it. The ideal body count is 0, or if you prefer, is 1, and that should include your current partner. Now, my body count is not 0 nor 1, unfortunately, but it's certainly not high. And yet, I have memories resurfacing whenever I least want it, and I don't like it. I can only imagine what's going on in the mind of a high body count woman when she's with you. So before doing something stupid, before doing something you cannot come back from, keep in mind that you are just a silly human beings, and the tradition is there for a reason, and maybe, just maybe, there is something good in it. Something that, make no mistake, needs you to get renewed over and over the generation, but something that you cannot throw away from the height of your 20-year-old stupid silly head. The high body count woman is not destroying patriarchy, is not destroying bigotry, she's just destroying herself. And one day she's gonna figure it out. The hard way. Every time you sleep with someone, there's something that gets lost there. The next time is gonna be a little less magical, and a little less magical, and a little less magical. If you do it 100 times, what is there left of you to give to someone else? Not much. Now, not everything is lost. There is a way back. You can realize that you made mistakes and you can find your way back to yourself, but certainly not through denial. Not by claiming that, these 100 men have been with. It doesn't count. It doesn't really count. It's still myself. Denial is not the way. I think you have to be fully aware of what you have done and that your actions have consequences. That you hurt yourself, and then if you are in a long-term relationship now, your past is gonna hurt your partner, very much so. But if I'm so harsh on women, what about men then? What do I think about men? I think just the same. It is just as bad. You can go and sleep around as much as you want, whether you're a woman or a man, it's a lot of fun, but keep in mind that one day, whenever you least expect it, life is gonna draw a line and present you with the check. And you're not gonna be happy that day. So treat yourself as something important. Treat yourself as something valuable. Don't throw yourself away. Whether you're a woman or a man, nothing changes. A long-term monogamous relationship, possibly with the same partner for your whole life, is the perfect place to explore your sexuality in full force, if it's a healthy relationship. I think that the mistake that people make is that they see commitment, responsibility, and a long-term partner as a liability. And this is what happens when, the typical case of the husband that gets married, have a sort of a sanitized version of sex with their wife, and then goes out and pays a hooker to do all sorts of dirty stuff. In that case, there is a separation in the mind of this man between Holy Mary and between Mary Magdalene. But actually, a long-term monogamous relationship is the perfect place to unify these two sides of femininity, the holy side and the dark side. A long-term monogamous relationship is the perfect place to explore your sexuality in full force. It is not an hotel room. It is not a swingers club. It is not a party where there is a lot of alcohol and drugs going on. It is a long-term monogamous relationship. So, look at that middle-aged couple we talked about before. I'm sure they're having wild, amazing sex. And look at someone else. Someone who's had an extensive and promiscuous sexual past. Whose life do you think is better? And most importantly, what kind of life do you want for yourself? And what makes you think that you can go through hell without losing your wings? Think about it. See you next time.